Hey friends, it's Kenny Jang for today's installment of the Daily KJTV. Really excited because we've got our next official retreat scheduled. A mastermind retreat is going to happen in the city of Austin, Texas, this coming October 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you've been following along my journey at all, you know that I am a firm believer in masterminding. Masterminding is when peers come together. Sometimes it's on in the same vertical vocational category, sometimes across verticals, but typically around a similar job function. And you basically meet together to collaborate and work on each other's businesses or objectives or challenges. And so basically, there's two formats. One is a one-time event mastermind where it's an intensive experience. Another one is an ongoing one. My personal mastermind group has been going on for about 2 years, where we meet monthly via Zoom video conferencing. Gentlemen across the country, we gather together and we do hot seats where each month we pick one person and they choose to present some sort of problem, decision, milestone, some obstacle, challenge, or even opportunity that they have in front of them. They're going through some decision process or evolving their venture. And then what happens is after they do the setup, we all pour into that person's opportunity with our experience and wisdom. And then a lot of times the network and the referrals come in, and there's just creative problem solving, a lot of encouragement, and really a lot of accountability to keep things forward. So there's many ways of doing it. One of the ways that has been successful, that's grown out of that monthly mastermind group that I've had and facilitated, is to curate an actual event, an intensive retreat where across 2 to 3 days we meet together and we dive deep into some core topics and we work on each other's work basically. There's this workshop clinic type of mentality where we bring someone up and we'll actually work through their problem together with them, and you'll see a lot of epiphanies happening in that format. It's been great. We've done it so far in San Diego, the Escondido area of Southern California. We've done it in Nashville, Tennessee. We went out to Salt Lake City, or actually Heber City in Utah. To the we rented the largest private rentable log cabin in the United States, 27,000 square feet for 15 guys. It was fantastic. Now, this end of summer and fall, we're thinking about what to do next, and we've gotten now our focus for Austin, Texas. We finally found the venue. Now, one of the big issues is finding a venue that can house over a dozen people at a time at a certain quality level of experience, right? We don't want to just book into a Holiday Inn or Holiday Inn Express for that matter. We want something that's memorable. We want this to be your number one trip of the year, both from an experiential point of view as well as from a learning leadership development point of view. And so this time I've partnered with my buddies Rich Birch of Unseminary and also Brian Beaufort of Ministry Library. Ministry Library serves the XP market already. Unseminary serves the XP market already. Brian Beaufort is an active executive pastor in one of the fastest growing churches in the country on the Outreach 100 list in Boston. Rich has served somewhat as an XP, as an operations pastor, and has consulted with hundreds of churches across, actually, not just this country, but our northern neighbor as well. And so he is deep into all the issues that an XP faces on a daily basis. I myself have been able to have a ministry flourish in terms of my consulting and advisory to both churches and nonprofits across the communications and donor development spectrum, which, as you know, most XPs love both communications and marketing to get butts in seats and also funding for a fully funded ministry. And so the three of us are facilitators, not just the teachers. We're going to bring in some other resources as well. But the magic really happens in these mastermind retreats, not with the speakers, but rather in the peer-to-peer interactions. One of the key things that usually happens, the first time we did it, we did one hot seat round robin, right? So we took one person each. They had about 3.5 minutes to set up their issue, and we always say it's on a need-to-know basis. We don't need to know the comprehensive story. We don't need to know the legacy, the history, and all the nuances. We just need to know just enough information to help you make a really informed, critical decision, or help you move further down the line in terms of where you want to go. And so you set up, you do the debriefing of the issue. And sometimes it's a hard, challenging issue. Sometimes it's a great opportunity. Just you're blessed with decisions, and you want to make the best decision possible for your venture or ministry. And then we spend about half an hour pouring into that person's issue creatively. Most of the time, it is best when that participant in the hot seat actually is quiet, taking notes, and not interactive, and let everyone talk and pour into them. And that's usually the best case scenario. Now, here's the interesting thing. People wanted more than one hot seat. So in the schedule, we've modified them so that they have more than one hot seat at a time. And the second time or even third time around, people get to really understand what is the benefit of a hot seat from their point of view, and they get better in positioning or structuring or framing the issue that they're inviting people into. Now, here's the very interesting thing. It's happened in every single mastermind hot seat I've done, which is after it's concluded and we do the debriefing at the end of the event, every single time consistently, the majority of the people, clear majority of the people, say that they found benefit more in actually just sitting there and being a helper, an input advisor, than the person in the hot seat. They found more value being in that problem-solving area across all the other participants than that one time that they were in the hot seat, which is very interesting. I think it's because you're putting your active learning to good use, but also you're doing it in a way that's collaborative. You're seeing how other people approach the same exact issue. And you know what? It is very insightful to see how other people, right, the peers in the room that we've curated are experts in their own right. They've got different tips of the sword that they lead with, and seeing how they approach the same exact situation to diagnose it and to come up with a problem-solving outlet really is interesting, and I think it sharpens the sword for your own tool set, right? Your own approach as you go into the next issue that you face, whether you're helping others or in your own ministry. So, what we've done is for this Austin, Texas Mastermind Retreat, we're going to focus it on the vertical of executive pastors, XPs. So, if you know an XP in a growing ministry, if you know an XP that's creative and wants to turbocharge their ministry, if you know an executive pastor that really wants to take it to the next level and needs others who understand this very unique role. Many times the XP in a leadership team is misunderstood or not well heard. And so this is the opportunity to sit with peers who really can empathize with both the challenges and the blessings of that role, and then creatively try to collaboratively problem solve, or really find some accountability or structure, or put some meat on the bones for any new idea that you might have for the ministry. So, Austin, Texas, October 1, 2, and 3. It's in the midweek, so you can get away and you're in and out and back at your church. And we are looking for signups online, and I anticipate this one, just like our others, this one's going to sell out probably a little bit faster than our other ones. All of them have been at capacity, but this one in particular, I think, since we're focusing on the XP role, there aren't that many other opportunities that are out there. There's books, there's conferences, there's consulting, but there really aren't that many opportunities for you to actually almost like live together, spend some deep time together with other XPs, shoulder to shoulder, and I guarantee you the relationships coming out of it are going to be tremendous. If it's like any of the other events that we've actually had, it's the relationships, it's the time before, during, and after the meals. It's the walk to the restaurant or to the activities. It's all these non-scheduled, non-programmed little times where you are meeting and developing relationships with the other participants, that is the true value of these things. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to myself, you can reach out to Rich Birch, you can reach out to Brian Beauford, or send us a message online through our social channels or emails, or on the website, or you can sign up. We're putting up the website churchmasterminds.com that you'll be able to actually get more details, see pictures of the incredible venue that we have finally been able to secure. This was hard to secure, this actual venue. We've been looking at it for a while. It's set up for collaboration. It's set up for groups, but it is high end, and it's in the midst of downtown, right on 6th Street, in the middle of the hubbub of the cultural center of Austin, Texas. So I'm really excited for this next one. Hope you are able to share this with an executive pastor that you know, or refer them to me, Rich, or Brian, so that we can chat a little further and see if there's a fit. And I hope to see you soon in Austin if you are an XP. That's it for today's Daily KJTV. I'll check you out here tomorrow. We've got some exciting stuff to announce for other projects that are coming down the pike.